What if? What if this was where I was born? What if this was my bed? What if this was my playground?
It's a movie that talks about the potential in the homeless. It focuses on the work of the Illumination Foundation, and they do a great job. And What If's a great movie to watch.
It was a very inspiring, very emotional story about homelessness. I really liked the beginning with the little girl talking about Dr. Seuss and asking, what if this is how I was? They're panning along the tents along the street, reminding you of what's going on in San Francisco today. So I really liked how the film used stories of real people talking about their real experiences. The film was really well put together as far as getting that story out. One of the scenes I really liked was how the music is very uplifting, especially when as a result of the foundation, the guy gets his own room. He and the girl both get scholarships, go to college. That honestly gave me goosebumps when I saw that. So I really like the story. Really well done.
I find there's a huge potential for homeless films, in documentary form nowadays. It's a great story. It's a positive and strong message. It is. The production value was incredible, actually, for a lot of it. With bringing in the families, doing the interviews. The color was great. It's beautifully shot, and it was well put together. The sound was on point. The sound mixing. I really enjoyed it for being a documentary. The people that they chose to interview, I am kind of, my hat's off to the director or whoever was able to get that out of them. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic, and it was well put together. Strong message, a little bit of a different take, and I appreciate you showing, the bad to the good instead of just how bad it is and how everyone needs to help out. That if we help out, there is an end to this. I just think there's a way more positive message than I usually end up saying.
I greatly enjoyed how they interviewed the actual homeless people in the situation, to see how little compassion actually changed their entire life. It made you really feel and know what was going on inside their mindset, as well as how just a little bit of compassion can actually change someone's completely viewpoint in life. It actually
brilliantly done. I really appreciated the really touching stories that they included about the families and individuals. And yeah, it was a great education on the reality of homelessness in America currently. So I really appreciated that. And all of the work that Illumination Foundation is doing is a beautiful thing.
I loved it. Again, I'm very interested in social issues, so anything that is trying to fix them, I'm very curious about. It was very tasteful. Hats off to the director and the POD, I guess. Like, they didn't go heavy on the like, oh, look how sad for them, and like look at their, the bad conditions that they live in, versus like, oh, look, now they live here. So I really like that it wasn't shot in a way to guilt trip anybody. It was just the same, throughout the whole shot. I found that really great.
If was a really interesting movie. I liked the fact that it was documentary style and it highlighted real world, real life situations, especially happening in the United States today. It talked about I really liked the fact that it talked about and highlighted homelessness and brought awareness to the issue that people of all races and different creeds have experienced homelessness and their journeys through homelessness and how they got to end up having a better life afterwards.
This one was, again, another phenomenal one because it showed the world what it really is, and it made you compassionate. Like, they used that word compassion, and it made you feel compassionate for these people that are homeless. And it made you aware, just, you can't take things for granted. I appreciate this one. They did a great job telling this story.
This one does a really good job at shining a light on the homeless situation. And I think it's important. It's an important topic, obviously, but what this short does really well is humanize the problem, which I think helps go a long way to make it more real for some people, because it is definitely real, and that's why this one's worth checking out.
What If has a lot of good things going for it. It has so children in need, people on hard times, a good message, inspiring and touching music, and all those things together commercially work really well for the film, and hopefully that works well for actually helping this make a difference. This video speaks a lot to not just bigger places that you would expect that kind of thing to happen, even though it shouldn't, but also very small communities as well. And this is something that I'm glad people are pushing out there, and hopefully this film does take off and go somewhere and make a difference.